morning, Fight Rope crew. OJ here, your Fight Rope coach. Just wanted to bring you something new, something that we're developing in the Fight Rope fitness world, and the jump rope world, and exercise and fitness. I wanted to go back to where it started for myself with training with David Weck. It was 2018. I was in San Diego, just graduated law school, and I started training and working full-time with Dominic Cruz in San Diego. So I lived on his property, I trained with him. Eventually my family moved. We had a tiny house built and added to the property. But in that time, in that 6-year period, I was introduced by Dominic to David Weck, who is the creator, if you don't know, the creator of the Bosu ball, the creator of the Weck Method propulsors, and multiple patented technologies for fitness and coiling the body for explosiveness. So what I wanted to talk about is the Weck Method coiling and how it applies to jumping rope, right? So Weck developed a method which is always about coiling. So he's always coiling the body, right? So always be coiling, ABC. So just like the rope, when we're jumping rope and we're circling the body, we are coiling and ready for that next move, on that next step, forward or back, side to side, lateral, whatever it is. So I wanted to dive a little deeper into David Weck's methods here of what is the Weck Method coiling. So if you remember, Weck also was a creator of the Bosu ball, which was this half-balanced medicine ball with a flat base. And a lot of that was for coordination, balance, for elderly, for people who were dealing with incidents, accidents, coming back from injury, and of course athletes. So David Weck, an explanation of David Weck, it's a fight or flight, right? So we're in motion, and the movement and power, and which is central to the body naturally, so it stays aligned with the spine. So David Weck speaks a lot about the alignment of the spine and the use of the spine and spinal power, and that theory about this technique is about maximizing. The most important thing is maximizing the efficiency in any bilateral movement. So right here, so we're making the figure eights just like we do with the jump rope. As we're coiling, we're figure eighting and developing that explosive power, movement, and ability, agility, you name it, it's all there, and it's focusing on the coiling motion. So just like we would run, shoot hoops, throw a jab, take a shot on a single leg, we're always developing that coil method and always ready to explode off that coil method. So the coil motion, imagine raising your hips and lowering your shoulders, right? So you're raising your hips right here, you're lowering your shoulder, so you're just coiling. A lot of that is allows the body to move powerfully with unnecessary movement. So you get rid of a lot of drag, right? You're not out here, you're not wasting space, you're direct, using the body and its mechanics to coil, and again allows the body to move powerfully, and the results are that it's more of efficient use in energy and greater control. So why does this matter? Why does this matter in jumping rope? Why does this matter in fighting? Why does this matter in your sport, or maybe in everyday life? If you stand at a standing desk, why does it matter to be able to move correctly, right, and use the body necessarily and not waste any movement? So with that, it's why I can jump rope for a period of time or make it look a certain way, right, and performing those movements that also go into fighting, wrestling, kickboxing, those things of all combat sport. I've taken that method of Weck's coiling method and I related it to fight rope and fight rope fitness, because coiling is all about maintaining a state of readiness and explosiveness. So what is jumping rope? Being focused, being present, and maintaining that readiness and focusedness and ready to explode at all times. So I think that the fight rope fitness, as we teach similar methods, land on power and balance, right? So movement, always be coiling, always be jumping, walk, run, jump. When you're jump roping, you're constantly adjusting to land in a position of strength, right? So as you jump, whether it's both feet, 2 feet, double under, squat, Roberto Duran style, up into a double under, all of that is generated through this same spinal engine theory. So again, the Weck Method, always be coiling, fight and flight, fight or flight, and of course the spinal engine theory. So let me read this to you as I explain David Weck's spinal engine theory. This ties into Weck's concept of the spinal engine being a genesis of power. Every movement, from the hardest punch to the most powerful kick, originates in the spine and flows throughout the rest of the body. The rope teaches this through repetitive coordination motions. That coordination of the spine is beneficial for moving efficiently. So I wanted to say that out slowly. Why? Because we use our spine in everything, grabbing groceries, grabbing children. I have a 1-year-old, just picking him up, right? Opening the door, grabbing. We're always in a coiling motion. So if we work on actually performing these movements like a jump rope, it incorporates to our everyday life. So thank you for joining me. I'm OJ, the Fight Rope Fitness Coach, just sharing a little bit of what makes me tick. And one of the main things that I can go back to and say that was a great educator and a coach, friend, mentor is David Weck and the Weck Method. So I advise you to go on and check out his methods at the davidweckmethod.com and Weck Method on Instagram. And we'll see you soon on that jump rope.